Get in your car and you need to kiss me. We'll talk for hours and lie on the backseat. And the moon red the night when everything changes. You won't reply, I'ma go back to strangers. It's something that I hate, how everyone's disposable. Every time I date somebody new, I feel vulnerable, that it'll never change, and it will just stay like this. Never ending dating, breaking up, and it goes like this. We get in your car and you need to kiss me. We'll talk for hours and lie on the backseat. And the moon red the night when everything changes. You won't reply, I'ma go back to strangers. It always ends the same when it was me and you. But every time I meet somebody new, it's like deja vu. And when we spoke for months, what did you ever mean? How can they say that this is love when it goes like this? We'll get in your car and you need to kiss me. We'll talk for hours and lie on the backseat.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I want to see people in the chats, where you guys are coming from, where you guys are connecting from. I want to see. Come on. Orlando, Miami, Tampa. Woo. So guys, as you guys can see, actually, before we start, we have translation. So if you guys want to hear this in Spanish, just click on the show caption, I think it is, in the bottom, and you should be able to hear and change to the Spanish translation. We'll wait a couple minutes for everyone to start. Para las personas que necesitan español, si van abajo, tienen el canal de español, pueden escuchar la llamada en español, porque la llamada va a ser en inglés hoy. Así que, okay, so we got Tampa, Colombia. Where else? Let me see. Venezuela, Ohio. Yeah. Spain, gente de España. They're awake at this time. I know who that is. I guarantee you I know who that is. Chile, San Jose. Nice. Say English. So guys, as you guys can see, my first call from our office/studio. So let me know what you guys think. Does the video looks better? Does the setting looks good? What do you guys think? Give me some feedback. Come on. I worked really hard on this. So I need some feedback. Oh man, guys, I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to do videos now. I'm really bad at doing stories and stuff like that. I'm really bad at speaking in front of the camera, but I'm trying to get better. We need to grow. We need to improve. We need to get better at everything. So look at Elian already sending me a message. You didn't work at it alone. I helped you. Okay, Elian, I got you. Okay. So guys, I'm trying to get better. And that's part of what we're going to talk today. I mean, we're going to talk about recruiting, but part of recruiting has to do with a lot of things. And you have to get better, and you have to improve, and you have to learn and acquire new skills. So for me, speaking in front of a camera is a new skill. It's really uncomfortable. Like yesterday, I was trying to record some videos, and I don't know how many times I recorded and I deleted it. I recorded it and I deleted it because I wasn't comfortable and I didn't feel comfortable. And I showed Elian one of the videos, and she was like, that's not you. You're trying to speak so slow, so mellow. You're not mellow. So I don't know what it is, but okay. Let's get to the code tonight. So the code tonight is going to be about recruiting. And I think it's a really important topic, especially this time of the year, because at the beginning of the year, yeah, we were getting clients. People were coming up to us left and right because people want to get in shape. New Year's resolution. The problem is that starts dying. So now we got to work harder. Now we have to go out there and get more people and find more people. So I think recruiting, for me, recruiting is the most important thing in this business, because if there's no recruiting, nothing else matters. It doesn't matter if you want to get better at duplication. It doesn't matter if you want to get better at getting more points. It doesn't matter if you want to get to get. It doesn't matter if you want to get to press. Without recruiting, that's not going to happen. Actually, I need you guys to think of the recruiting this way. Recruiting can keep someone from leaving and can keep someone from staying. Let me see if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So recruiting can keep someone in the business from leaving, can keep someone excited, can keep someone. So if you're recruiting, you're going to be excited. If you're recruiting, you're going to be making money. If you're recruiting, you're not going to think about anything else. And you're not going to be thinking, oh, is this good for me? Am I doing the right thing? I haven't met a person in Herbalife that has left and it was recruiting. Everybody that is recruiting, they don't leave, they stay. Now, the opposite can be said. So if you have someone that doesn't recruit, can actually leave the company, can actually leave the business. Because if you're not recruiting, then you start doubting yourself and you start thinking, well, is this for me? Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right business that I want to be? Am I really good for this? Now you start thinking of bad things and you start you're going to start, first of all, you're going to start thinking of bad things. Second of all, you're going to start doubting yourself. So now you're going to start finding ways and excuses to justify yourself from not recruiting. So now eventually you're going to get to a point where you're going to say, well, it's not that I'm not good at recruiting. It's just people don't want this. It's not the business. Now I got to work more hours on my job. So I don't have time to do this. So you start putting yourself out of the business in a sense if you're not recruiting. So that's why I think recruiting is really important. And recruiting could be for clients or for distributors. Me personally, I love recruiting distributors. I think clients is a little bit easier. And I think I spoke about this the other day. Distributors are a little more hard. But what happens? A lot of people, and I'll go over a little bit of my story so you guys understand. A lot of people, when they start the business, it's easy to get clients. It's easy to get distributors because you get your circle of influence and they start seeing that you are doing something different, that you are excited. And for the most part, people will just gravitate to you because of that energy. And you're going to have your family members, you're going to have your friends, your cousins and stuff like that they're going to want to try whatever it is you're doing, either for the business or for the products. But eventually that dies down. So now all those people that were coming to you no longer come to you because they either came to you already or they just don't want it anymore. And they actually might get tired of you blasting whatever it is that you're doing. So now you have to work harder. And I think this is the biggest thing with distributors and the biggest things with us, because it happened to me. I'm not saying it's only to you guys. It happens to me. You get excited. You are so, I don't know. So you're on a cloud nine when you start the business because you get all these people coming to you. But now when those people dries, then you start, okay, what's going on? Why are people not coming to me? So most people don't stay with that attitude instead of figuring out ways to go out there and get more clients. Because I'll give you an example, and I'm going to give you my example. When I started the business, I was in Tampa and my sponsors were in Miami. The first couple of months when I started, I didn't want anything to do with the business. All I wanted to do was just try the products. But what happened, like always happens, people realized that I was losing weight. People realized that I was more energetic. People realized that I was feeling better. So a lot of people gravitate to me and they were asking me, what are you doing? And I was just, you know what? If I just sell them whatever it is that I'm taking, then my products will be free because I don't have to take money out of my pocket to pay for my products. I can just use their money to buy more products, right? So that happened the first couple of months. And that way, I even got to get in with that excitement because I have some people coming into me, asking me what I was doing. And then they started doing the business and this and that got me to get. But what happened? That died down because I didn't went out of my way to figure out how to get more people. Because yes, I got to get, but I realized in the process of getting to get, the recruiting was a little bit slower because now the people that were seeing me, now they saw me, or they already knew what I was doing. So now they weren't coming up to me. And when I was doing that, I wasn't working Instagram. I wasn't posting. I wasn't doing anything. It was more word of mouth and people around me. But that dries. People around you will eventually dry. So what did I do? I figured out, well, I got to get, never collected. Even when I got to get, I never collected because my check went down, my business went down. So I realized, you know what? I got to do something, because if I don't do something, then this business is not going to grow. So I decided to go out of my way, transfer job, take a Leon, and move to Miami. And go to Miami, start from fresh. I didn't have any friends, only George and Disney, but they don't count. I can't sign them up. They signed me up, so they wouldn't count. So now I have to figure out, how can I get more people? Because people don't know me. So I went on Instagram and I started posting more. I started creating more conversation. I started creating more bonds with these people. I started talking to people about the business. I started talking to people about the
We lost. Let's see if he pops back on. Okay, so for those of you that are still with us while we wait for Octavio, I won't say his story, that's his story, but the recruiting process is something that I've done myself in different facets. So it's something that you can do very distinctly within We Do Transformations, and to be able to grow and utilize this as a DMO within your Herbalife business. So as a recruiter myself, so I'll give you a little bit of my experience while we wait for Octavio to be able to come back in. I've got two screens up, so if you see me looking to the left, I swear I'm talking to you. Okay, so I previously, hi, by the way, I'm Lauren, in case you're new to the calls. I am the Chief Operating Officer for We Do Transformations globally. I work with all of our different challenges in the US, UK, Canada, Puerto Rico, Latam, India, and now Africa, so that's exciting. And prior to this, I was a corporate recruiter with Amazon. And one of the things that we have within corporate recruiting that is indifferent to being able to do so in your business is the opportunity to be able to have people that come to you, right? So you have the ability to be able to choose. And many people, when they do something like this, they're like, oh, okay. Oh, there he is. You're on mute, bro. You still on mute, bro.
Are you guys still there?
Maybe I'll read your lips and I'll translate. Yeah, we're here.
Are they there? Oh.
All 515 people that want to hear all about how.
I'm sorry about that, guys. I think the power went out here because I'm in the office. So okay. So I was in
office.
I guess I was Miami. I was in Miami, right?
Yeah.
I was,
you and Elian.
So I was in Miami.
Yeah, now you have to find friends. You're a guest.
Like I was telling you guys. So I moved to Miami and I figured out that, hey, if people are not coming to me, I need to figure out a way to go up there. So we did many things. Yeah. I used mostly Instagram, but we did some feed camps. We did some flyers for feed camps. So we did many things for people to actually know us and to actually starting to get more, I guess you can call it circle influence, more people to me. Because I wasn't waiting for people to come to me because they were not coming to me. Because, yeah, I had Instagram, but Instagram wasn't that big yet. I didn't have that big of a results. I wasn't maybe attracted enough yet. My Instagram was just starting, so it was pretty basic. So I had to go out there and find new clients. And until today, I still do. Yes, I work differently now. I do many other different things. I'm always on Instagram trying to find some new clients. I'm always on Instagram trying to find new distributors. But I'm also always going to different gyms so I can get to meet different people. I don't go to the gym, I go to workout, but I try to figure out a way for me to meet those people. If they're working in I don't know, they're doing bench press and I want to do chest I try to maybe find a way to get to that to them and ask them, hey, how many you have left? If they have too many, I ask them, can I work out with you? That way I start creating some kind of conversation, some kind of bond. And then when I leave, I either ask him for Instagram or whatever, or I can just go online, search the location and see they were posting, and I start adding people. I still do that all today. I'm not waiting. I've never been one of those people that I wait for people to come to me. Actually, I don't get a lot of leads if I don't go out there. That's the reality of it. Nowadays, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of places that people can go and get in shape. That's the reality of it. But it doesn't mean that we can't do our business, because people can go out there and get information or get in shape with many other people. But most people, believe it or not, they still afraid of reaching out. They still shy. So if you reach out to them first, what do you think they're going to do? Oh shit, this person reached out to me, let me talk to him. So most of these people that are out there, they're looking for different fitness influencers, different things. And there's a lot of options out there. But most of the options out there are scary. Most of the options out there, these people have a lot of followers. Most of these options, they may not relate to those people. Most of these options, these people might look like, I don't know, goddess already, like Greek goddess and stuff, but they don't look like, okay, I don't know. I'm afraid to reach out to these kind of people. I just don't want these people. So these people are there waiting for somebody to reach out to them. But don't go out there and just send, hey, I can help you lose weight. Don't go out there and send messages like that either. You have to be more intelligent. You have to be more, conscious of not spamming people. You go out there and you do likes, you do comments, and you start creating bonds. You start creating friendships with these people. And eventually that will lead to either business or to the products. The same thing with the clubs. When I was working at the club, I was, doing the club, doing the shakes, doing the waffle, doing all these things. But I made sure that I was talking to people in the meanwhile. And I made sure that every customer that came in, I knew something about them. I always ask them, where do you work out? Where do you go? I'm new to this area. What is there to do? I'll figure out ways to get into conversation with these people. And that's one of the biggest problems that happens at the club. A lot of the club owners, they don't recruit because they're so focused on consumption. They're so focused on paying bills that they forget that the Herbalife business is not consumption. The Herbalife business is getting distributors to duplicate, to do the business. And eventually you can retire. You can be at the beach, chilling, not stressing. Your check is coming and you don't have to stress. That's the whole purpose of Herbalife. This is the whole business. I didn't sign up to Herbalife to be stressed. I didn't sign up to Herbalife to be working on a club all my life. For that, I would have stayed at a job. Not saying that you don't have to do those things to get to Prestige, to get to whatever level you want. I had to struggle a lot. I had to do a lot of things before I got to Prestige, but it was fine. It was worth it. But I knew there was a mean to an end. And a lot of times we don't realize that whatever it is you're doing, there has to be an end to it. Because if you just go there just to work and just to go every day, make enough money to pay bills, maybe go home at night and repeat the same thing, then that's not a mean to an end. That's technically that's your end. You're stuck there forever because you don't have a plan. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, don't wait for people to come to you because you're going to start doubting yourself. If you don't start recruiting, if you don't start getting people for your team, eventually you're going to kick yourself out of the business. Because if you're not getting distributors, then you start focusing on wrong things and doubts start coming into your mind and you start thinking of things that you should have never thought about. Because it's a tough out there. Yes, absolutely. It's tough, but we can still do it. I have people that recruit like crazy. I'm still recruiting. I'm still building my team. It's a fast like I did it before. No, it takes more time now. You have to be more creative. You have to build more relations. Before, there was no competition. There was nothing out there. So now there's a lot more competition. So people are more smart about their choices. People are more conscious about what they do or who they go and do business with. But it's fine. It's just a little bit longer process. But we have to do it. Because if you don't do it, you don't get anywhere. But don't be one of those people that quit the business because, the business wasn't for me. The business wasn't working. Or people didn't like what I was selling. People said it was too expensive. The reason why we have all these things in our minds is because we're not recruiting enough people. Because I have people that say, well, no, everybody that I talk to says that the product is too expensive. What are you talking about? How many people you talk to? No, I talk to like 3-4 people. Like that's not everybody. Talking to 3 or 4 people, that doesn't mean anything. You have to talk to a lot of people, and you're gonna get no's, and you're gonna get a bunch of things saying, no, maybe it's not for me, maybe it's too expensive, or I just don't like it, or this and that. That's fine. You're gonna go through. You have to go through a lot of people until you find that one yes, and that one person that is gonna do it. But if you're not doing it, it's never gonna happen. People don't get too pressed just sitting at home not doing anything. I'm always using the example. People that win the lotto, they go and play. You're not gonna win the lotto sitting at home and somebody knocking your door. Hey, here's your lotto ticket. You won. No, that doesn't happen. The same thing with Herbalife. Yeah, you might go out there and you get lucky. You get that one person that takes you to Preston. That's great, perfect. But at least you did your job. You went out there and you did that. Now you just have to repeat that every day, over and over and over. How many times you got to do it? I don't know. As many times as you need to, as many times as possible. When I started doing this at the beginning, I used to fall asleep with my phone in my hands. I used to be tired at work because I was working and doing this. I used to be at work focusing on this business. I used to be at work and getting called out by my boss because I was on the phone too much and I wasn't paying attention to the customer. I went through all those things, but it was worth it. There was times I didn't have money for anything. There was times that I couldn't even eat. But I knew that you have to go through things like that to get to the end goal or to get to Preston, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to get to Preston. So, guys, don't wait, especially now. This time of the year, people are not going to come to you. And don't say that, well, there's nobody up there. Nobody wants what I have. No, you just haven't talked to enough people. You haven't gone out there and you haven't done your job. Because guess what? When you start doing your job and you start recruiting people, your energy is up the roof. Your excitement is up the roof. You don't think of anything else than more recruiting. My business is growing. Eventually, I'm going to get to the next level. So, guys, you want to get to a point, and I love this. I have team members now that go into this, that they say, I don't know what's going on, but I feel like something is coming. And that feeling, I love that feeling because I had that feeling a bunch of times. Every time I change my pin, that feeling comes before changing pins. Because you know that you're doing the job and you feel like something is coming. You don't know what it is, but you feel excited. Oh shit, something behind me, something's coming, something's going to happen. That feeling is great, but you cannot have that feeling unless you recruit people. You will not have that feeling. And good luck finding just one person that will blow up your business. That doesn't happen. I mean, it happens, but it doesn't happen pretty often. That's really, you have to be really, really lucky. So go out there, find more people, talk to more people, and don't say that there's no customers. Don't say that the people don't want what you have. Don't say that people saying that it's expensive. It's not expensive because, look, when the We Do challenge now, nobody tells me it's expensive. Actually, people tell me, is that all? Is that all you're charging for this? Everything that you get? And it's only that amount of money? Like, what? I thought you guys will charge more. So yeah, sign me up. Because they see so much value that there's no way they're going to say expensive. But you have to go find those people. If you don't find those people, you're never going to do anything. But now, I want to pass you guys to the next person who's going to talk. And before I pass you to her, I want to tell you guys a little story and tell you guys about this person. I met this person, I don't know how many years ago. And I remember the first time I met her, this person was such a shy person. She was really like in her head, shy. She didn't even like to take pictures. She wouldn't even be able to talk. And I've seen this person grow into what she is today, into the business that she has today. And the reason why I have her on the meeting tonight is because I seen that person do everything that I've been telling you guys. She never waited for people to come to her. So she has done everything. She has done fit camps. And she was going out there to give flyers. She was going out there posting things on Instagram. She was getting people for the fit camp. She did social media. She still does social media. She does the club now. And she still doesn't wait for people to come to her. She go do flyers. She do many things. She uses her club as a hub. And that's key. You guys want to listen to her, especially for you guys that have clubs. You want to listen to her because what she's doing is freaking amazing, and that's why she's recruiting like crazy. She's one of the highest recruiter here in the Florida market. So you guys can learn a lot from her, but she doesn't stay waiting for customers. And she'll tell you a little bit more about what she does, but she even goes out there and set up workouts where girls, random girls from Instagram or from the club that come in just with the purpose of talking to them and eventually lead that conversation to either the business or the challenge. So without further ado, let me introduce you guys, Emily Perez, Get Team member.
Thank you. I almost shed a tear, I will be honest. It's been a really long time. And so I want to share a little bit about me in the beginning, just so you guys can get to know me for those of you that are new. Some of you already know me and have seen me for a long time. I started this business when I was 19. I was kind of born into health and fitness, I will be honest. My dad's a bodybuilder. I started competing at a young age. By the way, I do this business with my husband. I didn't mention that in the beginning. So we do this together. Like I was saying, I was a competitor. I started competing at 14 all the way up to 18. And I always knew that fitness and health and nutrition was my thing. And so because I rebounded after one of my last shows, that's kind of like what led me into online coaching. I wanted to give back. I wanted to help people out there. So I always knew I wanted to help. And so then I found this opportunity. And so I've been doing network marketing since 19. That's why a lot of you maybe that are connected here know me for this long. And I want to share some of the things that I did. I wouldn't say wrong, because I learned from so many things throughout my journey, right? And so again, I started at 19, I'm 28. And so I want to share from the beginning. I'm going to share all the tools that I'm currently using, because I've done pretty much everything. But exactly what Octavio said of just sitting back and waiting for people to come to you, that was actually something that I did in the very, very beginning. And I got stuck. Again, I've been doing this for a long time. It's been 9 years, right? And so that's what Octavio was saying is so true. I was frustrated. Throughout that time that I was just sitting waiting for people to come to me, I was posting my content. When stories came up, I was on the stories and I was giving it my all. I was like, I am working. Why isn't anybody contacting me? Yes, of course, the circle of influence. No one on my circle of influence got started, by the way. They were like, nope, I'm not taking any of that. We do transformations, any of these challenges. So I had to come up with my own challenges when I started, right? And so no one in my circle of influence said yes. It was strangers in the beginning. I had a couple people here and there, and I felt like I was finding my groove, but I was not reaching out to people in the beginning. And I got frustrated. And I know a lot of people, when they start, they get that flow, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, people are getting started. Yes. And then there's a standstill. And then they start feeling like how Octavio was saying, they get frustrated and they end up either some quit and others are like, this doesn't work. Right. And those are the people out there that they quit and they don't get anything, they don't get anything out of this because they never put in that work. And so not until I found my flow and my groove and I started to actually network, because this is network marketing. We got to go out there and network with people. Otherwise, that's what we're going to lead ourselves to failure. Pretty much. We're not going to get anything done. Right. And so I'm going to touch base on each and every DMO or tool that I use, because I know that everyone on here kind of does. I know a lot of you do social media, but I know everyone here does a little bit of everything, some of you. And so I'm going to touch base on social media first. Let's start with social media, because that is like my baby. I started with social media. I still do it today. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so social media, I want to say there's like a domino effect with social media. There's people that I've seen, or there's a lot of people that I've helped that they'll go out and they'll talk to people, they'll try to recruit people, but their social media doesn't make sense in the sense of they're not posting, they have no content. So when you're going to go out there and cold message people or just like talk to random people, if your page doesn't promote health and fitness, you're part of a health and fitness company, right? So you need to promote that. Your social media needs to show who you are. It needs to be inviting. So when you are here talking and building the bridge with people and they go into your Instagram, they're like, okay, this girl knows what she's doing. They have a result of their own. Right. So I have a result. So when I go and I talk to people, they understand that I am a coach, that I'm here to help people accomplish results. I have my clients' results. So social proof, share what you're doing. Okay. Now, on the other side, there's people that they post a lot of content. They're always on their IG, always on their IG, but then they don't talk to not one single person and they just sit and wait. And that's where I said that I was doing that for some time when I started. And so you can have all the beautiful content, you can have the best transformations ever. It's only going to get you to point A to point B, from point A to point B. It'll get you 1 or 2 clients, you know, because they're seeing how consistent you are posting. Now, if you want the masses, you want a lot of people, right? You want to be able to impact a lot of people. And I'm talking both coaches and challengers, both, right? You need to go out there and network. And so I make sure my content's on point, and I set time aside to be able to network with people and build the bridge. Okay. You can go out there and, you know, cold message people. That's fine. But what I feel works for me is building that bridge. Okay. Building the bridge with those people that are liking my posts, that are watching my stories, that are commenting on my posts. So I would say I take like 2 hours. So I take an hour earlier in the day, and then at night when I'm already sitting on my couch, that everyone's on their phone, I get my like, that's my time to be able to start engaging with people. And when I feel the time is right, whether that be a challenger or a coach, I go ahead and I invite them. And so the invite for like a challenger, I'll kind of share it on here so you guys can have an idea. So I'll be like, hey, since we're already having a conversation, you know, I wanted to kind of let you know of this challenge that I have starting, I don't know, next week. If you happen to know anybody that's trying to accomplish any kind of result, lose weight, gain weight, just simply better off their overall nutrition, I'm here to help. So just don't forget about me. I'm just here to help everyone, you know, something very genuine. If I already have like enough rapport built with that person, I'll send an audio. Audios for me work incredible. And so that's something that I started doing, and more people started like actually reaching out. Some people would post me on their stories. Some people will just be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you're reaching out to me. Like I was so shy. Like I would have never reached out because I'm just so shy. I get that so much. Like Octavio said, when I started, I was so shy. I didn't talk to anybody, nobody. And so there's a lot of those people out there that are super shy. They don't want to reach out to anybody because they don't want to bother anybody. And so that's a client that maybe someone else will go and will send a message and we'll get them started on a challenge, or even as a coach. And because you didn't reach out and you didn't network, you missed out on that opportunity. And so it's happened to me. It's going to happen a couple of times to you until you like it clicks and you learn from it. Right. And so that's something that has worked wonders for me. And social media is something that I kind of use within all the other tools, because again, it's like my baby. It's what I love social media. Right. And so make sure that you take time to build those relationships. Make sure you take time to network with people, because if you're not doing the behind the scenes work, yeah, you can post all the content you want. But if you're not doing that, you aren't getting anywhere. Okay. So that's as far as social media goes. And then clubs. That one's exciting. I know a lot of you on here that have clubs. And so I'm going to share my experience with clubs, because social media was the very first tool that I started. When I started, you know, doing this, I went strictly to social media. Then I was like, you know what? I want to, you know, spice it up a bit. Then I had the opportunity to be able to, you know, take over a shop. I said, yes, let's do it. And then I got caught up behind the bar, like Octavio had mentioned. I got caught up behind the bar. I was just like an employee. I was like, wait a second. I didn't sign up to do this. I want to use this shop, but I need to be smart with what I'm doing, because I didn't start this to be an employee, to be behind a bar. Like, absolutely not. And so many people get caught up in that, like, employee mindset. It's like, okay, I'm going to make you a shake. Here's your shake. Bye. You're not even sharing an opportunity. You're not talking to anybody, you know? And so that's something that completely shifted for my husband and I. And I'm going to talk a little bit. My husband does a lot of this, like talk to the people that come in. So I'm going to share what he does, and I'm going to share what I do. Okay. Because I think that'll benefit everyone that's on here. Okay. So my husband's the one that works mostly behind the bar. And every person that's coming into your shop is a potential person, whether that be for a client or as a coach. Okay. If you're a healthy shop, a lot of people that, you know, they take care of themselves, that they look good, are going to go into your shop. We get tons of them here in Tampa in our shop that already look good, that they come in workout clothes. They come right after the gym. I'm like, wait a second, we can't miss out on this opportunity. And the first year, I would see these people come in and out of the shop. I'm like, how am I letting these people go away and me not share this opportunity? They could be killing it doing what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, there's people that have walked into my shop, who they know who they are, who today are doing this business that I had exchanged in conversations with, and I never shared an opportunity. And they signed up with someone else. It's going to happen once, and then it won't happen again. Okay. And so that was my reality check. I was like, wait a second, this is my opportunity. There's potential people coming to me. Okay. So my husband is someone that's great at it. People come in and he talks to them. If it's a challenger, He's gonna tell them, listen, have you heard about our challenge? It starts next week. Like you should, like if you know anybody that wants to accomplish results, the same thing I know on social media. He shares it. Oh, tell me a little bit more about it. And there you go. They exchange numbers. I have a little QR code. So I have like a little banner in the front. I have a little QR code that takes them to a job form. They fill out the information and then I get in contact with them. If it's a coach, okay, we ask, hey, you work out? What gym you go to? Oh my gosh, we should totally get a workout in. Let's plan it. Let's exchange socials. Now they have my Instagram. You see how it all connects with social media? So I exchange my social media with them, or Louis does it too, my husband. We'll schedule a workout. We'll go get a workout in, and this is where the hub comes into play. Okay, so we then take them back to the club. Hey, let's go back to the shop. I'm gonna get you a waffle. It's on me, or a protein shake, like a post-workout shake. It's on me. That's your opportunity. They're seeing you're genuine. They're seeing that you went out of your way to get a workout in with someone that you don't even know, right? Then you're inviting them to your shop and you're taking care of them with a shake, with a tea. Oh my gosh, you like that? Do you like our shakes? Oh my God, I've been taking these shakes for like ever. And I love them. I know it tastes so good. It's like if it was bad for you. I tell that to everyone because it's the truth. And so you're already building the bridge. You're building rapport with that person. And so they already trust you. So that gives you the open door to be able to share an opportunity with them. And so that's how I've been getting a lot of business. So distributors, okay, involved. A lot of the people, the team that I have here locally in Tampa has been this way. I've invited them to a workout and then I take them to my club, which is a hub. Okay, I'm not behind the bar. I'm using it as my office because it gives me credibility. Aside, like you see how your social media is your credibility. You're showing social proof and you're showing what you're doing. If you have a shop, that is your credibility. Like that is that's your office. That's yours. You're a business owner. So you got to show up as one. Right. And so that's what I do. I take them there and I make them feel at home. And then I share the opportunity with them because they're in your field. You know what I mean? You don't want to talk to them in the gym. You're working out. You want to take them to where you have something to offer them. You sit down, they're drinking a shake. They're already trying the products. They love their products, so the vibe is different. And it's just so much easier to close them that way. And they see what's possible. Okay. And then also, I'm already kind of touching base on this one, but the workouts. I invite people on Instagram here in Tampa and in Miami. So in Miami, I go to the Shape Up Miami. I know there's a whole bunch of people here connected from all different parts of the world. And so I'm sure there's a workout wherever you guys are from. So your Shape Up, I go to Shape Up Miami. And I invite people from over there. So I invite to the Shape Ups because the Shape Ups are like, for those of you that have been here for a long time, are like our events that we had monthly. Use it to your advantage. Okay. They're already sharing at the end of the workouts. They're sharing testimonials of people that are getting incredible results. Okay. People that are using the platform as coaches, which has, this platform has changed the game for me. It has given me structure. It has given me, it has everything. It's literally plug and play. Right. And so the event itself does the work for you. So at the end of the event, when you go to talk to the person you invited, it's so much easier to close or just answer their questions. And most of them are like, hey, what do I need to do to get started? Because the event did everything for you. So make sure you invite a lot to that. Okay. And then aside from that is the workouts that I do with the people whenever I go to Miami, I go a couple days before and I invite girls that I have on social media to work out. And it's all business. Like it's all strategic. Like I want to go get a workout in and let's go grab a cup of coffee. Hey, okay, after the workout, we sit down, we talk business because now you're building that relationship with that person. You're going out of your way to sit down with the person, get a workout in, or go get a workout in and then go sit down with the person to share this opportunity. It's like they're seeing all these things. I drove all the way from Tampa to Miami and now I'm getting a workout in with them. Like they feel special. So I do that over there in Miami and I do that here in Tampa too. I do it all day long. And I do that with leads. So leads for the business, not so much challengers. Challengers, I feel like it comes naturally because if you have a transformation, which everyone should, challengers are going to come when you are engaging with them, hey, you do what I was explaining on social media through the clubs, also same thing. But when it comes to business, I'm aggressive with that. That's how I kind of get my hands in everything. So social media, I invite them to get a workout. If they're local, if they're not local, you can't get a workout in with them, right? And so that's where the building the rapport is, and then engaging and then shooting them the message. But I kind of tie in all of those DMOs together, and I will say I have found my flow. I went from, again, I know what it feels like. If any of you are on this call and you guys feel like you're stuck or that things aren't moving or that you're at a standstill and maybe this isn't for you, it's because of what Octavio said. It's because you're not putting in that work. You're not doing the behind the scenes work. You're not recruiting. And that's the name of the game here. You need to go out there, network with people, and that's how you're going to recruit. Networking. You need to expose yourself to more people. And this is coming from the girl that couldn't talk to anybody. I couldn't even post a story because I would turn like all the colors of the rainbow and then I will end up deleting it because I'm like, I'm not doing this. Doing this was like, I don't even know. I'm like, I cannot talk to anybody. I couldn't do a one-on-one. Imagine talking to how many people are in this? Over 600, a lot of people. So I wasn't able to even share anything. So this business has allowed me to grow in so many different aspects. Again, I've struggled, but I learned through that struggle, which was that part where I was not recruiting. I know what it's like to be frustrated. I know what it's like to feel like things aren't moving. And you have to sit back and reflect on the things that you need to be doing as a coach. The money-making activities is what I like to call it. And, reevaluate yourself. You are your own boss. No one can fire you. So sit down with yourself and be honest with yourself. Like, am I really doing everything that I need to do? Okay, you guys are learning. You guys are getting these trainings from top leaders in the organization. Like we this is like a blessing. Being able to have all this knowledge, being able to, learn from top people that are having great success. So it's like, we have it all there. Don't just write it on your notes. Put it into action. Like, take action. I used to do that for a long time too. I would just take notes, and then the notebook would be like lost somewhere. Take notes, but put in the work. And that's when you guys are going to see true growth in your business. Go out there, recruit, talk to people, and you're going to see that you're going to from feeling like nothing's happening, there's no fire, you're going to start kindling that fire, and eventually something amazing is going to happen. So stay consistent, go out there, put in the work, and Octavio, I don't know if you want me to share anything else.
No, you killed it. You killed it. So guys, she forgot to say something that you guys need to understand. We all go to the Miami Shape Up. So we go there. The Shape Up is always on Sunday. So we go there a couple days before. And this is how crazy she is. She lives in Tampa. Her family is in Miami. So when she goes there, she either goes on Friday or she goes on Saturday. She's already setting up workouts before even the Shape Up. She's already setting up workouts on that Friday. By the time she gets there, tired, driving and everything, she go workouts with girls. Not because she wants to get a workout. She's going to get a workout regardless. But the whole point of her doing this is so she can have access to more people. That's the whole idea of this. And she doesn't stop. Guys, look, I learned one thing from my sponsor when I started this business. One thing that it always stays with me. He told me once, and he told all of our groups and everything, everybody in the world is going to sign up for Herbalife at some point. There's only two things. It's a matter of timing, and it's a matter of who's he's going to sign up with. So the moment you realize that, and the moment I heard that, I understood it's a matter of timing. Be there at the right time. And be there at the right time could be you were the first one to talk to him, and maybe he wasn't ready, but you told him, well, whenever you're ready, I'm here. Whenever you're ready, right? Or if you were not that person to talk to him, he's going to sign up with somebody else. So now, even me and Emily and even George and Disney, like when I go to a page and I'm talking to these people and I realize, oh shit, Emily's following. She's being followed by Emily, or she's being followed by Disney or George. Like I know, or am I too late, or I better hurry up? Because one of them is going to talk to him. And we actually play a game. Like over here in Tampa, I don't think there's a page of a person in Tampa that we don't follow, that we don't know. And every time we see that, I send a message to him. Hey, are you talking to that person? Hey. And we always playing because we know it's either going to sign with her, and I'll be happy if she signs with her. But I want people to sign up with me because Emily is my sideline. She's not my downline. So I'm happy for her and I want her to grow, but I want to grow too. So I want to talk to these people before she gets there because it's a healthy competition. But you have to go out there and do it. If you don't do it, these people are going to sign up with somebody else. And I'm telling you, and this is the worst thing in the world, the worst feeling in the world, when you see somebody signing up with somebody else because you took too long or because you were so shy and you didn't reach out to this person. Because it has happened to me. And it has happened to people that get to millionaire. And I even seen people get to Preston, and I could have talked to these people before anybody else. but I was too shy and I wasn't doing my deal. I wasn't doing my business. So don't wait. I'm telling you, don't wait. Now, don't go out there and start sending messages to everybody. It doesn't work that way, because what you will do, you will turn them off. Like, oh, no, this is spamming. Be smart. Look, this is going to sound funny, but look at it this way. Look at it as you were in love with this person, or you want this person to date you. So what do you do when you're interested in a person? You're going to figure out a way to talk. Once you figure out a way to talk, then you start getting into better conversations, and you might invite them to the movie theaters. You might invite them to dinner. You might invite them to the gym. And that's the process. It's like that person that you want to sign up. It's like you're trying to go out with that person. Because if you do it and you look at it that way and you do it that way, it will not be awkward. It will not be like, oh, no, I don't want to talk to these people. No, do it right. Because I know a lot of people, they like to go out there and send, hey, I'm a nutrition club, a coach. Hey, I'm a health coach. Would you like to lose weight? No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, because that's a turnoff. I don't want anybody, especially from people that maybe they don't have the results yet. They don't look like, how are you going to help me? I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong if you haven't had the results. I don't have a six-pack, and I have people in my group that don't have the results. They're working towards the results, but it's all how you do the approach. The approach makes a big freaking difference, because the approach could break it or make it. Because if you go there and say, hey, I can help you lose weight, but then you still don't look right, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. But if you go out there and you say, you know what, I mean, create some kind of friendship, and you start talking to these people, and you, I don't know, like you let them know, hey, you know, I started doing this challenge and it has helped me so much. I have lost weight so much. I still have a lot of weight to lose, but it helps me so much. And I love the community, and I love what they do, and it keeps me accountable. And you know, they're always looking for people to join the challenge. What do you think that person is going to say? Hey, can you tell me a little bit? Yes, of course, I can tell you a little bit about the challenge. So it's all how you do the approach. Don't go out there now and go crazy and send messages to everybody, because it doesn't work that way. And you also have to work on your results, and you also have to work on your social media. And I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. And this is one mistake that people make. It doesn't matter how good you look. There's always people out there that look better than you. The only difference will be how do you approach to that person. Because you can be two people that look exactly the same, that look great. So which one are they going to go with? I guarantee you the one that reached out to the person first. That's the reality. That's the reality. So guys, I hope you guys got information. I hope you guys got some good nuggets. I hope you guys can take this and use it, and actually use it as fuel, and go out there and talk to more people. Don't say that the business is slow. Don't say that, oh, it's not working for me. I don't know if this is the thing for me. I don't know if I want to keep doing this. Only reason you're saying that is because you haven't recruited. And it happened to me. There was a time I stopped recruiting. I got lazy. I got to press team. I got lazy. I stopped doing my stuff. And even as a press team, and I was making good money, at some point I was like, oh, like, do I really want to do this? Unfortunately, I had some doubts in my mind. Like, I'm not, like, people don't like this business. I think like I just did what I was supposed to do, but that's it. People are not going to do this business. It was me being soft, me being like on my head, because I wasn't recruiting. So I figured out a way to blame everything else except me. Because when I started getting back at it, when I started working on my results, because I let my results go, I started working on my results. Guess what? People were coming up to me. Guess what? Now I was talking to people, and people were actually listening to me. So I started, oh, the business does work. The business really worked. It was just me that I wasn't doing my job, and I wasn't taking care of myself. So don't be one of those, because that will eventually get you out of the business. And I'm telling you, this is not a business that you want to be out of. This business can be so rewarding. This business has changed my life. This business have helped me do things that I would never imagine to do. I have retired my parents. I have spent all the time of the world with my daughters. I have traveled so many times. I never even imagined that I will travel so much. I didn't even have a passport when I started this business, because my trip was from Miami to Tampa, from Tampa to Miami, because I didn't have money to travel. So I never even cared about having a passport, because I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't have money to afford it. I couldn't even afford a passport, put it that way. I had a Cuban passport, and to renew the Cuban passport, it was like $500. I didn't have $500 to spend on a passport that I wasn't going to renew, because I wasn't going to travel anywhere, because I didn't have the money to travel. I didn't even have the money to renew the passport. So guys, I hope this helped. I hope you guys get some fuel out of this. I hope you guys start working, start recruiting, because right now is the best time to recruit, because you want to recruit now, because when the year starts, you want to have enough people in your team for things to blow up. Because if you have enough distributors by the moment that the new year starts, imagine all the people that are looking to lose weight, all the people that want to get in shape. Imagine now you have, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of distributors getting people. But imagine now you didn't recruit, you didn't do anything, and now the year starts, everybody's recruiting. Yeah, you start recruiting, but it doesn't make a difference because you don't have distributors under you, so you will not get royalties. And by the time you get enough distributors through all those beginning of the month, beginning of the year, then boom, now start dying out because people don't care about getting in shape anymore, and then you wasted all that time. So now you want to get distributors. So when the year starts, the more distributors you can have now, by the time the year starts, the better shape you're going to be, because next year is going to blow up. It's just a matter of how many people you have helping you blow up your business. So I hope it helps. I hope you guys get to work. And I guess we have a little bit of time for some questions, right, Lauren? She's my boss. She tells me what to do.
Oh no, don't lie to the people. Okay, yeah, we have a couple. One I can go ahead and take if the two of you would like to jump into the Q&A so that you can see what's coming up next. Octavio, I'll go to you next. So the one that I can take is that someone has asked us, when will we post in the app where all the registered shape ups and fit camps are taking place in every city? I love this question. I'm so happy you're excited. We're very excited. So yours truly and a couple other people behind the scenes in the team will be filtering through all of those that have already put in their requests. Now, remember, if you put in a request, you're to receive an email. You need to respond to the email that you have already put out there, or that we have sent to you, and that you need to respond back with the questions and the answers and the things and the stuff. And then my team will then ask you for a follow-up. So for those of you that are looking for the list, know that the people that want for you to come to their shape up, they are submitting them now. And then as soon as we can, we'll have them for you and ready. Octavio, you're next.
Yep. What do we got?
Can you give me an example of what to say to people? And then do you schedule a discovery call? How's the flow for recruiting?
I mean, for me, it depends on the people. I think I gotten really good at creating conversations and guiding the conversation to where I want it. So I know how to go online. I know how to talk to people, how to leave comments, and eventually those comments or those questions, or even when I see them doing stories, I actually send a message on the story. So I don't know if they're working out at the gym, and I ask them, "Hey, that gym looks cool. Where's that gym?" Most people will reply to that because it's just a normal question, and they'll tell me, "Well, that gym is here. I know what the gym is. I already know what that person works out. I already know what they do. I'm already been following that person. So all I want them is to answer. Because once the answer is, okay, do you like it? Is it good? They're gonna say, well, yeah, I like it. It's fine. At what time do you go? Because sometimes when I go to the gym, sometimes it's busy. Depending on the time I go. No, I go at this time and it's not that busy. Oh, great. Maybe I go this week at that time and maybe we can get a workout together. Boom. They're gonna say, yeah, that's fine. I'll be here. And when I get a workout, what do you think I do? I work out. I don't talk about business. We just work out. We talk about ourselves, whatever. And then, bro, you want to go get a shake or something? I'll take you to get a shake. Let's just get a shake. And then I start talking more. And eventually that could lead to a conversation. Sometimes I take them to Protein Monk and hey, let's go to my shop. I'll take you to my shop. They have great protein shakes. And that's how you guide the conversation. If it's online and they're not local, then you guide it different. I don't know. Depending on what they're doing, you just have to learn how to guide a conversation. Tell me, it's kind of like when you're trying to date a person, figure out how to have conversations, how to not sound like you want to sell them anything. Don't be a sales rep. Don't be a salesperson, at least at the beginning. Eventually, yeah, sell them, but not at the beginning.
Don't be a sales rep, be a sales leader.
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Octavio and I used to do sales together, so it's very easy for us to be able to go back and forth. Okay, Emily, you're up. First one, let's do this one. The people want to know, who are you? What's your IG handle? How do they find you? They ask in Spanish, so you can answer in Spanish and in English.
I mean, how do you say that? I mean, you only say it one way, Lauren.
Yeah, but I mean, so that the people know what you're trying to say.
So my handle on Instagram is the quad girl _.
I wonder why she has that name. I don't know. I wonder.
I don't know.
You guys might see it when you get in there. She has the biggest spots ever.
And then what was the other question? Did you say another question, or it was just
No,
that?
no, no, that's English.
It was just
I-
that. Okay, okay,
Spanish.
okay. In Spanish, the quad girl.
Yeah.
My
No, you can't
Instagram,
say it in Spanish.
I
I
can
don't
say it in
even know how to
Spanish.
say it in Spanish.
El nombre mío en Instagram es the quad girl _ Lauren, put it in the chat.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
sister.
yeah, I can do
That'll be
that.
easier.
Okay.
I'm not techie. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. Gracias.
Love that. Okay, they found you. The people have found you. Okay.
I love it.
So when you go, Emily, when you go
Mhm.
to a workout, do you take any small samples of product or you just go grab coffee only with the business chatting?
When I go to the workout. Okay, so
Yeah. When you were talking about your story, when you come down to Miami, you prep it all up.
Mhm.
What's your
okay,
flow?
yes. So I go to get a workout in with them. I don't talk to them about business whatsoever throughout the workout. I just go get a good workout in because you guys, if once you follow me, you'll see that I take my workouts very seriously. So I'm in the gym and I'm working out. But once I'm about to leave, I'm like, hey, you want to grab a cup of coffee? Or if there's a local nutrition club, you can go to your nutrition club. You see what I'm saying? But so if it depends what area they're in. If I know there's one around, I'll invite them for a shake. Hey, let's go get a shake. If not, I'm like, hey, you want to grab something to eat, or you want to grab a coffee? Just somewhere where you can sit with them. It could be anywhere. I just set a cup of coffee, just just so you guys can understand that I'm sitting with the person. So we'll eat something and we'll have a conversation. So that'll open up the door for me to be able to kind of like, hey, well, what do you do for a living? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. This is what I do. And that's kind of like how the flow of the conversation goes. But during the workout, you don't talk to them about anything.
No,
Because that's
guys,
just,
the biggest mistake you can do is talk about business or product in the workout.
mm-mm.
The workout, remember, this person, you don't know this person, is the first time. Don't be awkward. Don't be trying to sell them anything. Just be normal.
Mhm.
Do workouts. If she asks you something, you reply. Try to keep it. Actually, I will keep it short. I wouldn't even do that much talking because a lot of
Yeah.
people, they do take their workout serious. So the more you talk, I don't want to work out with this person anymore. Like,
Mhm.
oh. So if you talk too much, then maybe at the end, like, oh, I already talked to her so much. What the heck do I want to talk to anymore and go to get a coffee? So don't go too crazy, please.
Yeah, keep it short and sweet. It's like Otavio said, you want to try to like make them fall in love with you. So you want to, go get a workout in, you kill the workout, and then you go make them fall in love with you when you sit with them.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, Gloria, I see your question in the webinar chat, and I'm going to answer this one live. I know what Emily does, and she wears We Do gear.
Yep.
And she wears it in her nutrition club. She wears it when she's working out. She wears her
Everywhere.
own stuff, whatever she's doing. And it's not a matter of her speaking We Do. It's a matter of it being a part of her personality.
Mhm.
That's
Sorry,
actually
Emily, I took that one from
Thanks,
you.
Lauren. Thanks.
I know
No,
the reality.
no, and that actually makes a difference because when I go to the gym, I try to wear my brand, and sometimes they do ask. So it's good
Yeah.
to have the brand because they're gonna ask.
Yeah, I got asked tonight. Emily, do you sell the nutrition program or have them buy a minimum of 120 to join the challenge?
Okay, so that's a good question. Okay, so the way that I would say pitch it to someone is that I tell them it's a program, right? So they're joining the challenge, and with the challenge, they're getting meal plan, workout routine, access to the chat that has all the good stuff, right? And so when it comes to supplements, because I tell them also that it comes with supplements, depending on where you are in the world is, how much it's going to cost you. But what I say is that I'm gifting them products. That's what I say. And it works for me. Now, yes, you need to get them like products. So here it's at least 120. Okay, that you are purchasing for them. But I'm not even telling them anything about like, oh no, you need to pay me $120 for products. I don't share that. I just simply share what they're going to be receiving by joining my program, joining the challenge. You see what I'm saying? So it's meal plan, workout routine, access to the chat. They get a chance to win, up to that $1,000 because we give out a total of $10,000. They get supplements. Well, I tell them I'm out, and since you're gonna be joining, I'm gonna go ahead and include supplements in there for you, which is gonna 10x your results.
Yeah, guys, and how much they pay? It's just based on whatever goal they have. So
Yeah,
you're gonna ask them, do you want to lose weight? So if they want to lose weight, what do we do? 2 shakes, 1 protein, 1 tea, 1 aloe. So whatever that is, that's what they pay. But we don't say you're paying for that. We say that's the cost of the challenge. So
yeah, so it depends, and you can always upsell. Again, you
Please.
have results. Okay, you guys look the part. They're coming to you because you are the one that's gonna help them. So you're the one in control there. Another thing that I do with people that I get on Instagram, which has helped me tremendously, just closing people for challenge, is I get on calls with them. It's much more personable. I get on a call with them and it's immediate. I have not had one person tell me no that I have gotten, and I started doing this about a month ago. Because I was sending audios and that works because it's a little more personal. But the moment I started to get uncomfortable, you know me, Mrs. Shy over here. I don't consider myself shy anymore. I'm overcoming it. But the moment I got uncomfortable and I started doing what I didn't want to do, which was get on a call with every single person that reached out to me, I started closing more people. Because now they see that I genuinely want to help them. I'm asking them questions. They're like, okay, this person is serious. Like, this is a legit coach. I want to work with someone legit. They sell you the money. They'll send you the money, however, PayPal, whatever it is, right away on the call. They'll send it to you because they trust you. So that's the biggest thing. So you can sell them whatever you want. But what I tell them is like, look, since you are going to get started and you're going to join this challenge, just so you can 10x your results, I'm going to gift you supplements. It's going to be this amount. You have to do your math, create little bundles. And then you like, okay, it's going to cost this. Wherever you are in the world, the currency is different. So that's why I'm not using, the money of how much it is.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So our next one, I like this one. When it comes to talking about the business opportunity with personal trainers, do you approach it different with them? What's the flow with that? Octavio, do you want to take that?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. To be honest, I look, I tried the whole personal trainer thing, and I kind of gave up on that because a lot of the reality is a lot of the personal trainers, they believe they know everything, so it's kind of hard to talk to them. So whenever I talk to a personal trainer, I always focus my conversation on time, because most of those personal trainers, it doesn't matter how much they know, doesn't matter what they do, but they all complain about the same thing. They don't have time. So whatever you're going to pitch, try to go around time. This will give you freedom. This will give you, 3 hours instead of you working from 5 to 9 or 10 at night. Now you're gonna have maybe some extra hours that you can focus on all this stuff. So trainers are really hard. Those are like, I'm still trying to figure out a way. I mean, I sign up trainers. The problem is I don't know what it is with trainers. It's just they believe they know everything. It's just the ones that I have signed up, the reason why I signed them up is because of time, because that's the biggest complaint with them. Because everything else, oh no, I'm good at this. I know this, I do that, but they complain about time. And I can show them with results. I don't work. I don't go anywhere. Like, hey, I can be at home if I wanted to. And that always sells them. And you can do the same. So what else?
Love that. Emily. Hi, Emily. I'm really enjoying the WeDo app, and I have a quick question. I recently signed up 5 new coaches who are now Herbalife members on the products. Join the challenge. Isn't that exciting? Okay, what steps do you usually take when onboarding new coaches?
Okay, so I'm very one-on-one with them, at least in the beginning, until they get the flow of things. I literally take them by the hand. If they're local, I sit with them. I sit with them. I show them everything that I do, from like building the bridge with people, with how to, get someone in the challenge, how we put them in the app, everything. I literally go step by step. The majority of the people that get started are people for obviously social media. They're using their IG. So I kind of take them down that whole spiel. If they're local, I'll do that in person. If not, I'll obviously do a Zoom call the moment that they get started. So it would really depend. So the very first thing would be getting the whole app registered, them registered as a coach. I do that first. Then we can talk about them getting their circle of influence involved, sharing how the challenges work with their circle of influence. And then once that is already done, if there's someone that's already starting for business, it's a coach, I'm sure that they have something, they're a personal trainer, or they're sharing something on their Instagram that they look the part. Because that's another thing. A lot of people, they kind of just go out there sharing or pitching people to, hey, you should be a coach. And they don't even look like a coach. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean by this. I don't disqualify anybody as a coach. Okay. I'm going to steal your phrase, Lauren. You want to set people up for success. And so if the person doesn't have results yet, you shouldn't be pitching them to be a coach. You see what I'm saying? You can set them up for success by having them do one of our challenges first, have them document the journey. Okay. And as they start getting results, then they have now a transformation. They have, proof or credibility on their IG that they can be a coach. So if I'm onboarding a coach, is because they have something, going for them on their Instagram. You know what I mean? Like they're posting some of these things. So then it's me sharing how it is that they can now, engage and build the bridge and network with people through social media, because they have to have the content, of course, in order to go out there and build the bridge with people. So I teach them exactly like conversations that I have. I sit with them, and if they're not local, I screen share. I share my conversations. I share what I do. I'm very hands-on. I would say that that's what's worked with me. If you kind of just let people figure it out, they're gonna end up leaving, because if they're new to this, no one knows what they're doing in the beginning. I mean, we're all guilty of this, right? When we started, we had no idea what the heck we were doing. We were just going out there and like, okay, now we're part of WeDo. Well, back then, I'm just part of network marketing. Now, what am I supposed to do? I just post a picture of myself and wait? No. So our job as a coach is to be able to guide these people on like a blueprint and a structure, so they can, we can set them up for success. Otherwise, they'll just be lost.
Okay, so we good. We don't want to keep taking time from the. If not, we gotta pay more. we went over our time. Guys. Sorry. The
goodness.
translator.
I'll
Pass
put
time.
something in the coaches chat, and if your question was not answered and you'd like for your question to be answered, please go specifically to that part in the channel.
Yeah, send us a message.
Have it right now.
The chat, that's why the chats are there, so we can reply to everything that we can. But guys, I hope this helped. I hope you guys get to work. I hope you guys really start recruiting, because when the year start, if you don't want the new year to get here and seeing people getting to different level, seeing people getting more money, seeing people growing, and you are behind because you didn't recruit enough. So please recruit. I'm telling you, if you recruit, you will get to Prestige, but you need to recruit. You can't just stay waiting for these people to come to you, because they're not going to come to you. Unfortunately, there's too many distractions out there to think that people are just going to come to you. And if you think because you have a great resource, that's enough, then you are mistaken. I know people that look amazing. I know people that look great and they don't grow. They don't even recruit. And I know people that look regular and they recruit. And the difference why they recruit is because they go out there and they don't care. They talk to people. They put themselves out there. They don't care about anything. They don't care what people think. And that's why they recruit. And that's why they grow. And that's why they get to different levels. So guys, good night. Hope you guys get something. And I'll see you in the next call. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.